$50,000. I want you to hold that number in your head for a minute. In recent years, when ransomware has hit small businesses, surveys have put the typical demand somewhere around that figure. $50,000 just to get their own files back. And the ransom is only the start. Add the downtime, the lost customers, and the cleanup, and the full bill often runs several times higher. Now here is the second number, about $300 a year. That is roughly what the defense costs, a solid backup setup for a small office, less than a nice office chair. So why do thousands of businesses end up paying the first number, when the second one was sitting right there the whole time? Because ransomware does not beat their technology, it beats their assumptions. Today I will show you how it actually gets in and the one backup rule that makes it survivable. First, let us get clear on what ransomware actually is. Ransomware is a program that locks your files. It scrambles them with a key that only the attacker holds. Your computer still turns on, your files are simply unreadable. Invoices, customer records, job files, payroll, all of it. Every folder is still there and none of it opens. Then a note appears on the screen, pay us, usually in cryptocurrency, and we will unlock everything. There is often a deadline and a threat that the price goes up. In plain English, it is a digital kidnapping. Your business data is the hostage and the ransom note is real. And in recent years, the criminal gangs added a second twist. Before they lock your files, they quietly copy them out. So even if you could recover on your own, they threaten to leak your customer data unless you pay anyway. That is why prevention matters just as much as recovery. And this is not a big company problem. Small businesses get hit constantly, precisely because attackers assume nobody is watching the doors. So how does it actually get in? Almost always through one of three doors. Door number one is email. Someone on your team gets a message that looks routine. An invoice, a shipping notice, a resume for the job you just posted. Attached is a file or a link to one. Open it and the program quietly installs itself and goes to work. Nothing looks wrong for hours, sometimes for days. Nobody on your team is careless for opening an invoice. Opening invoices is literally their job. The attackers know that, and that is exactly why it works. Door number two is remote access. Many small businesses set up a way to reach the office computers from home and then forget it exists. If that connection is protected by 1 week or reused password, attackers can find it and simply log in like an employee. No trickery needed, just an unlocked side door. Stolen passwords from old data breaches float around for years. If your office password matches one somebody used on a shopping site, it may already be out there. Door number three is out-of-date software. When a company fixes a security hole, it publishes an update. Attackers read those updates too and go looking for whoever has not installed them yet. So the pattern is boring, and that is the point. No movie-style hacking, just an email, an unlocked door, or a skipped update. Now let me walk you through the day it happens, because this is the part nobody imagines in advance. It is a Tuesday morning. Your office manager tries to open the schedule and the file will not load. Then the invoices will not open either. Someone restarts the server because that usually fixes things. When it comes back, there is a text file sitting on the desktop. It is the ransom note. The phones keep ringing, customers want their orders and their appointments, and you cannot see any of it because your whole business lives in those files. Now every hour has a price tag, staff standing around, jobs missed, customers quietly calling your competitor instead. By lunchtime, you are doing math you never wanted to do. How many days can we run on paper? How many customers will actually wait for us? For a lot of small businesses, the downtime ends up costing more than the ransom itself. Recovery commonly takes days and often stretches into weeks. And here is the moment that decides everything. It is not the moment the note appears. It happened weeks earlier when you either made real backups or did not. Which brings us to the tempting question, should you just pay? I understand the pull. The note promises a quick fix and every hour is bleeding money, but you need to know what paying actually buys. You are buying a promise from the same people who just attacked you. Sometimes they hand over a key that works. Often it is slow, buggy, and only unlocks part of your data. Plenty of businesses have paid and still lost a big chunk of their files. There are no refunds, and there is no customer service line to complain to. Paying also puts you on a list. In the attacker's world, a business that paid once is a business worth hitting again. And remember the stolen copy of your data. Paying does not make it disappear. You are trusting a criminal to delete their only leverage. If you are ever truly stuck, that is a decision to make together with your bank, your insurer, and real security professionals. not alone at midnight. But the better plan is simple. Set things up so the question never has any power over you in the first place. So here it is, the backup rule that makes ransomware survivable. Security people call it the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies of your important data on 2 different kinds of storage, with 1 copy kept away from the office and out of reach. Copy 1 is the working data on your computers. Copy 2 is a local backup, like an external drive or a small office server. Copy 3 lives somewhere else entirely, usually in a cloud backup service. That last copy is the one that saves you. Ransomware locks everything it can reach, so 1 copy has to live somewhere it can never reach. That means offline or protected, a drive that gets unplugged after the backup runs, or a cloud service with versioning, which keeps older copies of every file even if the newest ones get scrambled. Versioning is just a history feature. It means you can roll a file back to how it looked last week before the damage was done. Now here is the mistake that quietly breaks all of this: the always connected backup drive. If your backup drive is plugged in all day, the ransomware simply locks it too. To the program, it is just another folder. The same goes for a basic synced cloud folder. A backup the ransomware can touch is not a backup, it is just another hostage. Then there is the step almost everyone skips: test the restore. Once a month, pick a file and actually bring it back from your backup. An untested backup is not a backup. It is a rumor. Businesses discover their backups were silently failing on the worst possible day to find out. And automate the whole thing. A backup that depends on someone remembering will eventually depend on the 1 week everyone forgot. If this sounds like a lot, hear the price tag again. An external drive plus a reputable cloud backup service typically costs a few $100s a year. That is the whole fix. Backups get you back up, but you would rather not get hit at all, so let us lock those 3 doors. For the email door, teach your team one habit. If a message brings a file or a link you were not expecting, confirm it another way before you open it. A 30-second phone call is annoying. It is also a lot cheaper than a $50,000 ransom note. For the remote access door, ask whoever handles your computers one question. Can anyone reach our systems from the internet? And is every one of those doors protected by multi-factor authentication? Multi-factor authentication just means a second check at login, like a code on your phone. With it, a stolen password alone is no longer enough to get in. And if nobody has used that remote connection in months, turn it off completely. The safest door is the one that no longer exists. For the software door, turn on automatic updates everywhere you can. Computers, browsers, even the router in the closet. Those updates are patches over known holes. Finally, write a 1-page plan for the bad day. Who do you call first? Your tech support, your insurer, your bank. Put their numbers on paper because the file with the numbers may be locked. If you carry cyber insurance, call them early. Most policies come with response teams, and the insurer usually wants a say before anyone pays anyone. And on that bad day, disconnect the affected computers from the network right away, but do not wipe them. Pull the network cable and let a professional look first. You are not trying to become a security expert here. You are just closing the easy doors because attackers overwhelmingly go through the easy doors. So let us put the whole picture together. Ransomware is a lockout plus a shakedown. It walks in through email, forgotten remote access, or missing updates. Boring doors, badly locked. Your survival plan is the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies, 2 kinds of storage, 1 copy offline or protected where the ransomware cannot touch it, and test the restore. Your prevention plan is the boring stuff, done consistently. Careful clicks, multi-factor authentication, automatic updates, and a 1-page plan sitting by the phone. Do those things and the ransom note loses its power. It stops being a catastrophe and becomes a very annoying Tuesday. One quick and honest note before you go: this is educational content to help you protect your business. It is not professional security advice for your specific setup. If you handle sensitive data or you're staring at a real ransom note right now, bring in professionals. Your tech support, your insurer, and your bank. If this made your business a little harder to hold hostage, subscribe. Every episode, we turn one more threat into something you can see coming. I am Max. I will see you in the next one.